Let me introduce myself and my partner. My name is Yusron Maimun, with the student number is.
And my name is Fiqih Busthami, and my study number is.
Hey, welcome back to Cybersecurity Unlocked, the podcast where dive deep into the hidden layers of the digital world. I am your host, Yusron. Today we are talking about a fascinating concept. We all know about encryption scrambling a message so no one can read it. But what if you could hide the fact that you're sending a message at all? This is the art of steganography. Joining us today to unpack this digital clock and dagger technique, this is Mr. Fiqih, a cybersecurity technique researcher and digital forensic expert. Fiqih, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Yusron. I'm thrilled to be here. Steganography is one of my favorite topics. It's basically digital magic.
Let's start right at the beginning for our listeners who might be hearing this word for the first time. What exactly is steganography?
Simply put, steganography is the practice of hiding secret message inside ordinary non-secret file or message. The word itself comes from Greek, meaning concealed writing, unlike cryptography, which scramble a message to show it looks is gibberish. Steganography hides the message in plain sight. If someone intercepts your communication, they won't even realize a secret message exists. They'll see a normal picture of a cat, an audio file of a standard text document.
That's fascinating. So, cryptography protects the content of a message, while steganography protects the existence of the message. That leads me to my next question. What is the main purpose of doing this? Why not just encrypt everything?
That's exactly the right distinction. The main purpose is clear. Sometimes the mere act of sending an encrypted file can raise suspicion. If you live under a restrictive regime, or if a corporate spy is being monitored on a network, sending a heavily encrypted file acts like a glare red flag that says, "I have a secret." Steganography avoids that suspicion entirely by blending in with normal everyday network traffic.
So it's all about flying under the radar, moving beyond just secret agent in space. What are the practical benefits of steganography in the real world today?
There are quite a few legitimate benefits. One of biggest is digital watermarking photographers. Artists and corporations use steganography to embed hidden copyright information directly into the pixel of their image or the frequency of their audio track. If someone steals their work, the creator can extract the hidden data to prove ownership. It's also incredibly beneficial for journalists of whistleblowers who need to leak sensitive documents without getting caught by network surveillance tools.
I never thought about the digital watermarking as steganography. That makes perfect sense. Now, I'm trying to wrap my head around the technical side. How do we actually use it? How do you hide the text inside in a picture?
There are a few ways, but the most common technique in the digital world is called uh, I- ISB of risk. There are a few ways, but the most common technique in the digital world is called LSB of least significant bit. Think of an image as a grid of millions of pixels. Each pixel color is referenced by a binary code, a string of ones and zeros. LSB works by changing the very last number of that binary string because it's the least significant. Bit changing is it alters the color of the pixel so slightly that the human eye cannot detect the difference. To use it, you don't need to the math yourself. There are plenty of free software tools available online. Like StakeHide of OpenStago, you simply open the program, upload your normal image, call the cover file, type in your secret text, and hit a button. The software embed the text into the image pixels. You then email that image to your friend. Your friend download it, open it, the same software, enter the password, and the secret text pop out.
Oh wow. So to anyone else, it's just a funny meme I sent to my friend, but inside the code of that meme is a whole hidden document. It sounds foolproof, but nothing in tech is perfect. What are the limitations of drawback the steganography?
You're right. It has several significant limitations. First, the payload capacity. You can hide a massive 1 gigabyte video file inside a 2 megabyte JPEG image. The secret message has to be much smaller than the cover file. Otherwise, the image will start looking distorted, which defeats the whole purpose. Second, is incredibly fragile. If you hide a message in a photo and then send the photo through WhatsApp or upload to Instagram, those platforms automatically compress the image to save. Second, it's incredibly fragile. If you had a message in a photo and then send that photo through WhatsApp or upload to Instagram, those platforms automatically compress the image to save space. That compression destroys and the least significant bits, wiping out your secret message completely. And finally, there's the security aspect. Steganography is not inherently secure on its own. If a digital forensic expert analyzes the file and finds the hidden message, it's instantly readable. That's why best practice dictates that you should always encrypt your message before you hide it.
So you combine them, encrypt the message, so it's unreadable. Then use steganography, so it's invisible.
Exactly, the ultimate double layer of security.
That brings us to bigger picture. What is the overall scope of steganography today? Is it mostly used by good guys or do we see it being abused?
The scope incredibly broad, encompassing everything from physical media like invisible ink used in historical wars to highly advanced digital cyber warfare today. Unfortunately, because it's so effective at hiding data, cybercriminal of it, we are seeing a hook rise in steganography being used to deliver malware. Hackers will embed a malicious script inside an innocent looking logo on a compromised website. When a user visits the site, they browser download the image and the hidden malware executes bypassing traditional antivirus software because the antivirus just sees a standard picture. So the scope cover digital, rank management and secure communication, but is also heavily impact modern threat hunting and digital forensic. Defender unconstantly having to build better tools to analyze files for statistical anomalies that might indicate hidden data.
It truly is a cat and mouse game. It's amazing how a concept that started with a ancient Greeks have a saving a messenger heads, writing a message on his script and waiting for the hair to grow back. He evolved into hiding malicious code inside internet memes.
Exactly. The medium chance, but the human desire to hide information remains exactly the same.
Mr. Fiqih, has been an incredibly eye-opening conversation. Thank you so much for bringing down the mysteries of steganography for us today.
It was my pleasure. Yusron, thanks for having me.
And thank you to our listeners for tuning into the Cyber Secret Unlock. Be careful what picture you download out there. You never know what might be hiding inside the pixels. Until next time, stay curious and stay secure.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Unlocking the Secret, the podcast we break down the complex concepts that run our modern world. One puzzle piece is at a time. I'm your host, Fiqih.
And I am Yusron. Today we are diving into a topic that sounds like it belongs in a spy movie, but is actually protecting your smartphone, your bank account, and your private message right this very second. We are talking about cryptography.
Cryptography. It's a heavy word. Honestly, when I hear it, I just picture a hacker in the dark hoodies typing green code on black screen. Or maybe Indiana Jones trying to decode an ancient tomb. What exactly is cryptography, Yusron?
You're actually not far off with the ancient town idea. At its core, cryptography is simply the art and science of hiding information. The word itself comes from Greek, "kryptos" meaning hidden, and "graphe" meaning to write. It's the practice of scribbling a message so that only person meant to read it can understand it.
So, it's not just a computer thing.
Not at all. It goes way back. One of the most famous early example is the Caesar chippers, named after Julius Caesar. Over 2000 years ago, he used it to send secret messages to his generals. He would just shift every letter in the alphabet by 3 places. So an A becomes a D becomes an E, and so on.
That sounds incredibly simple. If I know the rule shifting by 3, I can decode the whole message.
Exactly. In cryptography, that rule is called the algorithm, and the specific shift number 3 in this case is the key. The original message is called plain text, and the scrambled unreadable message is called ciphertext. But you're right, the censorship is too simple for today. A modern computer could crack that in a fraction of a millisecond.
Which brings us to the digital age. How do our computers handle it today? I imagine we are just shifting letters around anymore.
We are but on a massive, complex mathematical scale using ones and zero. In the modern computing, there are two main types of cryptography that everyone should know about: symmetric and asymmetric encryption.
Let's break this down. What is symmetric encryption?
Think of symmetric encryption like a traditional padlock on a safe. You have one physical key, you use that exact same key to lock the safe, and you use it again to unlock the safe. In the digital world, the sender and the receiver use the exact same digital key to encrypt and decrypt the data.
That makes sense. It's fast and straightforward. But why? If we are on opposite sides of the world, how do I get the key to you without someone else encryption it? If a hacker steals the key while I'm sending it to you, the lock is useless.
Spot on, Fiqih. That is the biggest flaw of symmetric encryption. It's called the key distribution problem. And to solve that, brilliant mathematician in the 1970s invented symmetric encryption, also known as public key cryptography. This is the real magic of the internet.
Magic? Okay, you have my attention. How does asymmetric encryption work?
Instead of one key, you now have a pair of keys, a public key and a private key. They are mathematically linked. But here is the trick. Whatever the public key locks, only the private key can unlock.
Okay, let me visualize this. It's like a public mailbox on the street.
Yes, perfect analogy. The public key is the slot on the mailbox. You can give out your public key to anyone in the world. Anyone can drop a letter, a message into that slot. But once it's in there, they can't get it back out. Only you have the physical private key to open the bottom of the mailbox and read the letters. You never share your private key with anyone.
Whoa, that solves the sharing problem completely. I just tell the world my public key, they lock their message with it, and I'm the only one who can read them. Well, this is happening in my daily life.
Everywhere. Whenever you see the little padlock icon in your web browser, next to a website address that HTTPS, that protocol to use a combination of both symmetric and asymmetric cryptography to secure your connection to the bank.
What about my text message? I always see a pop up on on WhatsApp that says messages are end-to-end encrypted. Is that the something?
Exactly. End-to-end encryption means the message is encryption on your phone and it stays locked in as it travels. Thrown in the air, through your Wi-Fi, and through your company servers. It only gets decrypted when it reaches your friend's phone. Even the messaging company itself cannot read your text because they don't have the private keys. Only the two devices do.
That is incredibly reassuring. It's amazing how much complex math is working silently in the background just to let me send a funny meme securely. But technology moves fast. Is our current cryptography safe forever? What about quantum computers? I hear they are super powerful.
That is the $1 million question in the tech world right now. Quantum computers operate completely differently from normal computers. They are so incredibly fast at solving specific mathematical problems. They could theoretical crack our current asymmetric encryption in minutes.
So, the mailbox gets blown wide open.
Potentially, yes. But don't panic yet. Quantum computers that powerful don't exist yet, and cryptographers are already working on something called post-quantum cryptography. These are entirely new mathematical puzzles designed to be secure even against quantum attacks. It's an endless game of cat and mouse between code makers and code breakers.
It really is like a spy movie, just played out with mathematics.
Exactly. Cryptography is the invisible shield of the digital age. Without it, there is no e-commerce, no private digital communication, and no secure data.
Well, Yusron, thank you for demystifying cryptography for us today. I will definitely look at that the little browser padlock with a lot more respect from now on.
My pleasure, Fiqih. Remember, keep your private keys always private.
Will do. And thank you to our listener for tuning in. Stay curious, stay secure, and we'll catch you on the next feed episode of Unclocking the Series. Bye bye.